Hello, everyone. This is Jason Rogash. I want to make a video today about the Oregon shooting. First of all, you know what? You'd have to be, if you know anything about conspiracy theories and you've ever studied Lee Harvey Oswald, say the lone gunman, the lone nut theory, this is why people think these things are hoaxes, largely that are conspiracy theorists. I am a conspiracy theorist and proud of it. But I'm not a ridiculous, over-the-top Professor Doom, anything is possible conspiracy theorist. I'm a conspiracy realist, as Liam Schiff said. I think that the way the media is structuring this shooting is absolutely deplorable. And if you are a conspiracy theorist, you would immediately jump to this new meme that is the HOAX theme, or the hoax theme. I hate that word, but that's what it is. Because they've already set this guy up as... This is what the media has done. He is a 26-year-old. There's two pictures of him that they can find so far on MySpace, not Facebook, not YouTube, not the other social media that actually human beings use, but fucking MySpace. He's on MySpace. He has two pictures. One of him is holding a gun. Of course, you just see the barrel of the gun. And the other one is in a tuxedo that he's going to supposedly his sister's wedding. They could have been shot the same day. They look identical. He's got a shaved head and he's wearing glasses. It's ridiculous. It looks so fake and so cut out and so cardboard that if you're a conspiracy theorist and you already have a confirmation bias towards these sort of things, and you already have this idea that you're heading in that direction, you could easily make wind of this being a conspiracy, being a hoax. He is ex-military, which I don't think he was in very long. He was removed. There is some of these shooters. Lee Harvey Oswald was ex-military. He got a leave from the military to go take care of his mother, and then, of course, supposedly killed the president. Went to Russia and then killed the president. Came back and killed the president. This guy is the lone nut. He complained about the world being against him. He couldn't get a girlfriend. Who online can't find a girlfriend nowadays? He was online. He had social media. How many websites are dedicated to just getting you a girlfriend or a boyfriend or a mate or a fuck buddy or whatever the fuck you want to call it? He couldn't get laid, and so so it's like this classic loser thing. Well, this loser, I think online has almost changed that. That if you can't find somebody that's like you online to date, I mean, Jesus. And I mean, he wasn't ugly. Maybe he was mentally ill. Obviously, if he killed that many people, he was mentally ill. Of course, there are 13 guns. The number 13 has all kinds of occult crap next to it if you're into numerology, which I am not. I think numerology is one of the most misleading fucking things that the conspiracy community constantly uses, and it's very, very deceptive and very misleading. I think that... he is, like I said, they've already set up a hero, which is the other guy, this Mintz guy who is an ex-military guy who shot 7 times, saving other people. So, of course, and he's already raised well over $300,000, almost $500,000 on his GoFund. Somebody set up a GoFundMe for him, which reminds us of all of the victims of other shootings and them making money and blah, blah, blah. Of course, he's the hero, which the media will then, when he gets healthy, will bring him out. There is no video that has been released by anybody, no cell phone video, no nothing yet so far that I have seen. Maybe it'll come out, but it hasn't been shown yet. You could make an easy case for this looking like an absolute conspiracy. Like, this is just totally horseshit. But is that the media and the way they're structuring it because that's what they want? They want to make everything homogenized and in 3-minute segments or 2-minute segments, or is it because, you're being... I don't know. The guy has no history. Nobody knew it was coming. Nobody saw it coming so far. We've heard no reports. People have even said that they knew him, would see him every day, and that there would be no indications. And isn't that always the way? I mean, they interview neighbors. I never would have suspected so-and-so. This guy's also, he's into the IRA. He's into, which many people think is connected to British intelligence, largely, which has been proven to show in some cases, not all, but some, to make the Irish look that much worse. He supposedly he dressed in military camo fatigues and white button-down shirts and black button-down shirts and chukka boots or big boots, no, maybe not chukka boots, but military boots, which would imply, we all know those crazy fucks who think that they should. I worked with this guy who used to dress in the military. He was in the military, he got kicked out after like a year, and he would dress militarily. He would wear his camo pants every day and those big boots and act like he was still in the military. It was fucking weird. And so he could have been one of those weirdos. We all know him. I don't know. This one it just feels, you can tell, because the media just wants you, the media feeds you such a narrow storyline. Instead of just telling you what happened, they want to structure it and get you to think in a certain way. And that's why people think these things are conspiracies or hoaxes. And you can totally understand if you're a conspiracy theorist and you've ever studied JFK. And maybe I've studied JFK too much. Maybe JFK is one of those things where people do study it too much and then try to make correlations and conflations with other events. And that certainly is possible. I want to be as intellectually honest as possible when I talk about conspiracy theories or conspiracy realisms or whatever, because that's why I do what I do. So I can see the Oregon shooting as conspiracy because it's already set up. The media doesn't know why he did it. The media has no idea who he really was. Nobody does. He's on MySpace. Who the fuck is on MySpace? Anyway, thank you for listening, and I'm just going to keep monitoring this thing, but really, the media already told me what happened, right? So it's like, why bother? And that's another disturbing part of this. More information will, of course, be leaked out in the next, whatever, because this is a major shooting. But it's not going to. It's just bizarre. It's how the media seems to want to generate these stories, and I can see why people don't trust. I don't trust the media. I don't watch the mainstream media. I only report on what the mainstream media says is to criticize it because it's so over the top sometimes and so ridiculous. And this is what I think this one was. Thank you for listening very much, and have a great day.